These three etudes were written after his more famous ones of Opus 10 and 25. They are very different in character and look ahead to future composers like Scriabin and Rachmaninoff. Even though they are relatively short, each one about 2 minutes, they still make a real impact on the listener. Chopin clearly knew how to write memorable works for the piano even in genres that would be mere salon trifles in the hands of lesser composers. This piece proves that Chopin could write beautifully for more than just solo piano. It is an early work, but still shows great maturity. The first movement immediately grabs the listener's attention with a rather dark introduction. Most memorable is the final movement, which features what sounds like a Polish melody similar in mood to his great Polonaises. There are a surprising amount of great performances of this rare work. I would recommend hearing the one with Emmanuel Ax and Yo-Yo Ma. Chopin's works for piano and orchestra get a bad rap. His orchestration is often criticized. Whatever limitations the composer might have had in that department, his strength in writing for the piano still comes out. This work demonstrates his appreciation for Mozart, and his variations of this famous melody are quite imaginative. This is the very work that prompted his contemporary Robert Schumann to write about Chopin. Hats off, gentlemen, a genius. Of all the various genres that Chopin wrote for the keyboard, his impromptus get the lesser attention. Though the genre suggests music of an improvisational nature, this does not always show up in works with that title. This particular impromptu does have some of that feeling, however, as the music leaps to different harmonies throughout the beginning of the piece. Abby Simon recorded a quite memorable performance of this work that is highly recommended. This is surprisingly an early work, and even more unexpectedly, was not published during Chopin's lifetime. Despite these facts, it is one of his most successful and original mazurkas. Chopin uses a Lydian mode for the piece, which makes it quite striking and really stand out from other works in the genre. As the music develops, it begins to take on a march theme and is a bit more uplifting in comparison to the tragic opening.